Greetings and welcome to our third review in the mid-2019 video review series. Today I'm going to review the Larranaga Montecarlos, which is another long and skinny. Now, if you checked out my previous review, the La Gloria Cabana Medel d'Or number 4, you'd know that these long and skinnies are few and far between in the regular production catalogue, of which there are around about 180 regular production cigars, and most of those cigars fall within the main global brands. The dimensions of this cigar: 33 ring gauge by 159 millimeters in length, or about 6¼ inches long. Only the LGC Medel d'Or number 4 and the Larranaga Montecarlos have these similar dimensions at the moment. Thankfully, it's still around. And lately, I've just been loving these. Excuse me. Larranaga as a market, let's talk about that. Currently 4 Patolas in that marker: the Larranaga Petite Coronas, which funnily enough comes in only at 50 cabs. This Larranaga Montecarlos, which comes in a 25 count dress box. Larranaga Picadores, which is a Hermosos number 4 size. Only been released in the last few years, maybe the last 4 or 5. It comes in a 25 count dress box. And the Larranaga Panatellas, which is a smaller short filler cigar, which unfortunately is amongst the 2019 deletions. So I think that Panatellas is not, in terms of premium quality, in terms of flavours, it's not in the same league, but it's still quite a handy little cigar. It still has those core Larranaga flavours, which we'll discuss in this review. And now that you know that it's on its way out, you'd probably want to just grab a box for prosperity's sake. No, they're not going to be around, even though it's a short filler cigar. As you can see, I've gone ahead and lit this up, and I've been having a golden run with these Montecarlos lately. I think they are the number 1 value Habano cigar for me. The last year, definitely. In terms of the price and the smoking quality you're going to get out of them, very hard to beat. Larranaga as a marker is mainly defined by the one flavour, caramel. When you get them with that caramel flavour, you really hit a winner, and I think that's what you really want. They can also have a little bit of wood to them, a little bit of toast to them, and honey. They're the main flavours you get out of them. Now, the other thing that's typical of Larranaga is the question that comes up is resting them, aging them. In respect to the Larranaga Petite Coronas, comes in 50 cabs. Traditionally, commonly speaking, you want them, if you want them to have that core caramel flavour, you want to give it about 5 to 8 years. However, having said that, they're well known for having what we call in our form that mungle, that bite to them young, and they're quite desirable when they're young also. The Montecarlos is slightly different to that. Definitely don't have to wait 5 to 8 years for that caramel. They can turn within the 3 to 5 year mark. However, I've been fortunate enough to have grabbed a box or two the last couple of years where the caramel has been evident, 12 to 24 months. I've been going through a box of LGR October 17 PLMCs, we abbreviate them on our forum, and they've been gorgeous caramel sticks, very strong caramel flavours, but funnily enough, the wrapper on them has been of the lighter variety, lighter Colorado variety, and this one today is just on a year old from an LGR AGO 18 box. Probably about the third or fourth one I've had from the box. And again, definitely the caramel's there, but in comparison to those older October 17 sticks, which I've probably gone through about half the box, a bit over, these are a little bit more wood to them. You also find that when they're young, if they don't have a caramel yet, let them rest, especially if you find that they have wood and toast to them, especially toast. If they're toasty, you really want to give them a bit more time. For me, my preference. But then again, you may like them toasty and woody. I have another box that I bought a while back that were darker mottled coloured wrappers, and they were all toasted wood. Every single one of them. I went through about half the box, and I have let them rest now. I probably will not go back to them till they hit well into the third, fourth, fifth year before I try them out again. But in the meantime, I've been fortunate enough to get these two other boxes, lighter coloured wrappers, more caramel in them, and for me, where I want them. Again, a few more other points to reiterate. Long and skinny, do smoke it slow. Having said that, when I enjoy a cigar, I do smoke them too quickly. I got to tell myself smoke them slow so they don't get hot and bitter. And I have said before in my previous reviews in this series, they can be tight. But look, I've got to admit to you, when it comes to the Montecarlos, I've not really had one plugged or tight. Not really. I've been very lucky. So I don't tend to get that in the Montecarlos releases of the last few years that I've had. So that's something to remember. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to come into the middle third. But so far, all well. It's all going well. Beautiful caramel and wood. Both very well balanced, caramel and the wood. Both in equal proportions there. No real toast to this at all. Very, very, very nice. I'll leave it there and I'll come back into the middle third and give you some further thoughts. Well, I've gone into the middle third now. Just gone into the middle third, and the flavours are a little bit more stronger. It's only a 12-month old cigar. Caramel wood, finely balanced. That's about it. Larranaga Montecarlos, definitely not as complex a cigar in terms of flavours as the Larranaga Cabana Model Duo No. 4. I have retrohaled it a few times along the way. Quite a lot stronger through the nose than the Larranaga Cabana Model Duo No. 4, but that's on account of the fact that that cigar was 3.5 years old. This is only 12 months. So if you like, when you retrohale, if you like it a bit more tingly through the nose, it's fine for you, but I'll do it one more time. Yeah, I would need that more mild. Still tingling through my nose now as I'm speaking. Yeah, I'm more prone to just smoke that straight through my palate and taste the flavours on my palate. Plenty of smoke per draw. You only have to sip it at the back. It's a very finely constructed cigar, this one. In fact, I found the Montecarlos. I've gone through a number of them in the last 12 months. Construction has been great. I'm getting about an inch ash on each. The rings are very consistent. We're very, very happy with construction on the cigar. Um, yeah. So what I can tell you is at this stage, it's 12 months old. I've had about, as I said, about probably, again, 3 or 4 from this box. I am probably inclined to let these rest a little longer and go through my other October 17 box first, because they're smoking so well. And in terms of giving me that caramel, the caramel's more defined in those ones. Getting nice caramel flavours out of this, but that wood is there. And this, it's not as mild as this August 2018's cigar is not as mild as my October 17 Monte Carlo cigars. So I just know from experience that's what I prefer. That might not be the case for you. You might like them younger, more bite or mongrel, as we say. But one thing I do appreciate is there's a lot of flavour and a lot of smoke per draw on this. I have referred to the fact that in my reviews online of this cigar that you really, smoke it slow, as I've mentioned before, but you only have to sip them out the back of the head. You get plenty of smoke. I find that I don't have to draw too hard to get smoke out of them. And I'm quite thankful that they're quite good. They're quite good. Haven't really had a bad Monte Carlos for construction-wise for a while now. Trying to remember the last one, so I can't remember. Can't remember one that I had to relight quite a number of times, or it kept going out of me, or it was plugged or too tight. Very fortunate. In fact, so far in this video review series, I've been able to relight one, which again I'm grateful for, or correct. The burn's been very, very consistent. The rings you can see, very consistent. Okay, I'll leave it there and I'll go down into the last third and give my concluding thoughts. So I've just entered to the last third. Again, the ash has been very consistent and the construction's been great. But the potency, the strength of the cigar is picking up into the last third, and that suggests to me that the cigar is young for its where it is, for where I want it, and it just reinforces in my mind that I probably want to give this a little more time before I have the next one. I may have another one or two out of the box. See how it goes. But yeah, I'm thinking in my mind, another 6 to 12 months, should see that caramel come out a bit more and the wood recede a little bit. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll see. You don't know, but that's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, it's quite a bit of stronger wood notes. at the front of my palate. But yeah, it's been fine. It's been good. Very, very good. Just really, really appreciating the fact that I only really have to sip on the head a little bit, and I get quite a bit of smoke, quite a bit of flavour out of each puff, and they've all been like that. So I'm fairly confident that the majority of the box will be like that, and I really, really value that in the Montecarlos. That they tend to be like that. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next video in the mid 2019 video review series. Until then, happy smoking.